morning. Today we discussed about software testing principles. Software testing principles, these are very important for the test specialists or the engineers because they provide the foundation for developing testing knowledge and acquiring testing skills. It also provides guidance for defining testing activities performed in the practice of a test specialist, right? So we'll see one by one. Then usually the principle can be defined as general fundamental assumptions. What are the assumptions you are going to have, and a rule of code of conduct. Okay, so then the law of fact of nature underlying the working of an artificial device. So we'll see one by one. So principle one. Testing is the process of exercising a software component using a selected set of test cases with the intention of revealing defects and evaluating quality. So from the name itself, definitely by doing the test, we need to find the defects. Okay, so what are the possible defects present? The severity of defects that we discuss later, but they should reveal the whatever defects present in the particular code sequence. Similarly, we need to evaluate the quality of the product, whether it is defined in a proper way and all the subsequent principle, everything is incorporated, everything we are just checking. So that is come under principle one. So principle two, when the test objective is to detect defects, then a good test case is one that has a high probability of revealing yet undetected defects. So definitely, when the objective is, definitely we know that it's to detect defects. It requires the tester to consider the goal for each test case. That is, which specific type of defect to be detected by the system. So definitely, based on the, if we have a test case, we know the possible input as well as desired outcome, right? So by using that, we can able to check whether any detection, whether any error is there, any fault is there that we can detect. So principle three, test results should be inspected meticulously. This is very, very important because the software engineer, they have a software tester, testing specialist, they have a huge responsibility because when they detect and inspect and detect some errors, definitely they should report it in a proper way because always the error, it may cause some severe problem in terms of cost or even human error caused a very serious issue, right? So definitely, utmost care should be taken when we inspect and report the errors. So that is the. So fourth principle, a test case must contain the expected output or result. Yeah, that is very important one because when we write a test case, that time itself we need to specify the possible input and the desired output. Okay, so because by checking that expected output only, we can able to identify whether the particular code is working properly or not. Test cases should be developed for both valid and invalid input conditions. That is another important case. When we give a desired input and expected output, that alone is not required. We need, suppose we are giving a wrong information or wrong input, what will happen? What is the response of the particular system? That also we need to analyze, and we have to detect the possible, all the possibilities we have to check. So next principle, the probability of the existence of additional defects in a software component is proportional to the number of defects already detected in that component. So what it means is actually, suppose initially when we do testing, suppose we are finding more number of defects, means it indicates that further exploring or further analyzing, still we can expect more number of errors. So more number of possible errors will come. This is the principle, sixth principle. Seventh principle, testing should be carried out by a group that is independent of the development. See, suppose the same developer is keep on testing, means he will approach the process or problem in a similar way. So he can't be able to detect all the possible errors, right? So we need to give the developed code to the independent group of people So definitely they will have a different perception, different approach, so that they can able to identify more number of errors. Eighth principle, test must be repeatable and reusable. See, we are developing some standard test cases, right? So that can be reusable and repeatable for different scenarios. Even when we find some bugs and we are giving back the entire code to a developer team and they are doing some modification and they are reverting to us, means again we need to do the same kind of testing, right? So that way we can, if we document the testing process properly, means we can use the same set of codes for testing it instead of rewriting the code again and again. So it will be a very time consuming. So especially for regression testing and all, this principle is very much useful. Ninth principle, testing should be planned. So this is very, very important. So in which level we are doing the testing in the entire software development phase. That is also an important thing. And when in whatever levels we are doing the software testing, we need to have a clear objective in that particular level. So based on the objective only, we need to do the testing and we can able to find the bugs. Next principle, testing activities should be integrated into the software lifecycle. Yeah, that is very, very important because testing is not done at the end of the day. So whenever we start developing the product, that time itself we can parallel do the testing so that we can able to avoid some major disaster. See, so we will have various phases like software life cycle phases like requirement, analysis, design, coding, integration, deployment, etc. etc. So in each and every phase, we can do the testing. So that's in requirement analysis time itself, whether we can check whether all the customer requirement is incorporated in the objectives, that we can check. So if anything missing is, we can able to notify in the early stage itself, so that during the development there is no hurdles. And the last principle is testing is a creative and challenging task. Definitely, because as a tester, his role is not only simply testing the code, definitely he should have a thorough knowledge about software engineering and he should have a working experience in that particular field. Isn't it? So then only he can able to identify or track any bugs or any difficulties in the particular code. So these are the 11 principles come under software testing. Thank you for listening.